Hello everyone, Namasaya, Dave Does, Dan, Inni, Eric, Animal, Fred and Anne. Welcome to the monthly live stream. Looking forward to, obviously if you're watching this back, then that will not make sense. But for those that are just joining, thank you for joining the video. So today we're going to answer your questions. We're going to see how many people join in throughout the day. We're here for a couple of hours potentially, unless there's nothing to really talk about, and it'll be less. In the meantime, we're going to go check out some Nothing Gained, my old band. Let's bring that up. There we go, so we can actually see what I am looking at. We're going to check out some different things. I thought we'd play... Let's do the Better Off Alone music video. Hopefully you can hear this over me as well. Let me know if the volume of the music is too loud. Should be about right. I used to do the editing for all these videos back in the old Nothing Gained days. This came off of the second album, Hollow Rhetoric. Back before I had a go-to. So I'll be doing questions in a little bit. Obviously, if you let me know about any reaction requests, we'll be taking some details from those today. Going to check out some old footage from like the first ever gig I ever played with Nothing Gained when we kind of got the lineup ready. We'll also be doing some other bits as well on obviously the questions and answers. I'll be taking your questions as well today, so if you've got any questions, let me know in the live chat. Hopefully a happy Easter as well. Those are out in Indonesia. Hi Dinikos, why black and white? It was quite grainy footage at the time, so we were just kind of messing around with editing. If I remember rightly, this was back in 2013, so probably 8-9 years ago, give or take, when I did this. And this is when I was just kind of grabbing all those different effects and just throwing effects on top of videos. So you're kind of like, can I make a weird, creative looking video? That's what I'll do. Quite a bouncy track. Before anyone asks or comments, why is there no coffee? I've been doing videos all morning. So I've done 20 reaction videos recorded this morning, so I drank a lot of coffee during those videos. So I can't drink any more coffee. I'll be bouncing off the walls, unfortunately. So questions wise, I'm going to give it until about 15:15, so about 15 minutes or so, then I'm going to go kind of through the questions. So if you do have any questions for me around the channel, music, it doesn't even have to be about music, it can be about anything really. My thoughts on the current global situation. Don't know what the current global situation is, but if you'd like to know my thoughts on it, you can ask that question. So I don't mind, you can ask me anything, it's fine. Whether I answer it is another question. I think if I remember in this video, Emma, our singer, had a fan right next to her. She might have been pregnant during this video. She just got early stage, she was overheating. Either that or we did another gig at that same place. One of the last gigs we played was she had that same issue. There you go. That's what's it called? Followed? Oh, Better Off Alone. It originally was called Followed, and we changed it. So basically, here we go. I've got loads of different videos. This is all live footage we did. We did one official music video, which was called Relic, which was off the first album, in a sense. And then we did loads of random ones. Now, would you like to see the first... This was 2007, I think this would have been. And this would have been the first gig we played as a band. Wasn't my first ever gig. It was the gig I played with Nothing Gained. As a band, but I'd played a few other gigs before. I'm going to show you the very first song. So this was basically this was a venue called the Bull and Gate in central London, in sort of Kentish Town area. No longer exists. It got turned into blocks of flats like most things. But this was great because this is well, you had internet and you had YouTube and stuff like that, but you still went out and you went to these venues. They were 7 nights a week. They had live music on. There'd always be about 4 or 5 bands on a night, and you could just book yourself in. You'd get on these bills, and they would do these music videos for you. So this is our first ever set, or first ever performance, I think it is, we ever played at the Bull and Gate. Let me get to the beginning of the video, hopefully. Come on, video, play. You are playing. I know you are. I was full of energy in these days. Not so much energy nowadays, but come on, look at that, 30 seconds of intro. Come on. Give me the video starting. Any minute now. Any minute. There we go. Right, so this is the Bull and Gates. Quite an interesting venue. Very small, little tiny backstage area. Everyone shares equipment and stuff. This is our first time performing live. Emma is very nervous on stage, and it was the one thing. It was like... she just didn't know what her stage performance was, and we took the video back and we kind of broke it down. But this is a song called Winter Again. It came off the first album, The Scent, and it was the song that we were tight enough on musically, but there were certain songs in this set that we never ever played again because we worked on newer material. But yeah, this is Winter Again. Full of energy. I used to just go full on metal with my drumming. Like Animal. God, I was skinny. You also hear Emma is off pitch. So we never ever released this video, but as I have the file of it, I can play it. We were very into our new metal at the start. So she was very... Unfortunately, I haven't got a more recent version of this where we played it, I think, live. Just to use it as a comparison. Because the thing was this song was originally written with a different vocalist. See, Emma is just feeling very much in her zone. She's not integrating, she's not talking to the audience. Everyone's in their own little compartment, that's what's kind of odd. Yeah, we were into 7 strings. God, I look young. Mind you, I was young. I was... what would that have been? I would have been 20... So no, this would have been around 2007, I think. We actually played this, so yeah, 14 years, 27, 28, roughly around that age when I was doing this. How long are you in musician? I've played music since I was about 15, give or take, about 15, 16, so I started quite late as far as, and I learned on a little electronic drum kit. She's like the singer in the video. Well, she was the singer. So this is her first ever gig with us. We had a different singer before that, a guy. But this was where she first kind of started settling, but she hadn't moved around that much. what we took around is we used to film all of our gigs, then we used to film rehearsals, and we would always, once we got the song nailed, we'd go to rehearsal and we would focus about stage performances. So like now, where you've got a solo, she should be moving back and the solo should be coming forward. We talked a lot about our performances, except this stage we were kind of getting a lot of comments. We were getting some stuff in the newspapers with the first album and about like bands to watch and stuff. It only sounded rumbling. There was someone singing. Yeah, so not the best live video. There you go. I'll give you a little bit of. Hopefully that's cutting through a bit more for you. We thought we were the bee's knees at that point. Until we watched the video back and then realised. So if you wanted to hear something a bit more update, what have we got in here? So we did... This is Holes in Faith. This was a video that Emma came up with. Hopefully if this is too loud, if you can't hear me or the music's too quiet, let me know. Hi Anna, hope you're well. Hey Tagu. This was off of Hollow Rhetoric, 2012 album. All of which are available on Bandcamp. This used to be, I think this was pretty much our opening song from 2012 onwards. This was always the first song we launched at a live set. After this, I'll start doing some of those questions that people have asked me.
What you waste.
Again, if the music's too loud or my voice is drowning out, let me know and I'll adjust the volumes. Oh, lost it. It's gone somewhere. There we go. So I just wanted to bring up the videos without actually interrupting the music. So switching, he loves to turn it on and off. If I remember, Emma's recorded this in her flat. So she just used a blank white wall and just used a white filter on her camera. And the actual background footage is actually from the first video we did for 2008, the song Relic. So it's just reused footage from an original music video we did. Weirdly, when we went out on tour in 2008 on the back of the set, this song was actually finished. So when we were playing, supporting the Ascent album, we were actually playing this song as well. So this was ready 4 years before we actually released Hollow Rhetoric. Nikos, yes, this one is available. It's on the Nothing Gained YouTube, so if you search Nothing Gained Holes in Faith, that will come up as that will come up with this video. So some of these videos are on there. A lot of them were only available to Nothing Game Fan Club and on the back of a digital download or digital available. So we tended to keep all of our footage. We edited lots of it. Do some questions in a minute and we'll do some more views and comments on there afterwards. I've got some other videos to show you from back in the days. Cool, right, so let's get some questions that people have asked me. So, let me find them. I did have them here somewhere. Questions, live stream questions. Let's open these up. Okay. There we go. So if you're looking at any of the Nothing Gained stuff, you can just search. If you search Nothing Gained, you won't find it straight away. So Holes in Faith is on there and a few other ones. So questions for the live stream. So I'm not going to do them all in the order that they are here. I'm going to try and answer them and give you ask the questions as well in Indonesian if that helps. So first question I had was, what bands, artists do I listen to when I'm not doing reactions? So let me see if I can do this in Indonesian. Band artis apa yang saya dengarkan saat tidak melakukan reaksi? I think so, that's correct. So what do I listen to when I'm not reacting? Well, that varies. I listen to a lot of music in the car. I don't listen to a lot of music at home. Currently, the easiest way for me to do it is to find out what's actually on my MP3 player at the moment. So artist-wise, I have Three Doors Down, AC/DC, Adrenaline Mob, Alice Cooper, Alter Bridge, Avenged Sevenfold, Bandmade, Beast in Black, Black Label Society, Black Veil Brides, Blackbriar, Breaking Benjamin, Breed 77, Cavalera Conspiracy, Cold Chisel, Corrosion of Conformity, Dead by April, Deceiver Down, Demon Hunter, Devil Skin, Dire Straits, Evanescence, The Gasoline Gypsies, Hatebreed, Hollywood Undead, Like a Storm, Outlaws and Moonshine, Phil Campbell and the Bastard Sons, Phil Collins and Queen. So that's all currently listening to, and I pretty much listen to everything on there on loop, and I'll switch that up. I'll just basically every so often take all the music off my MP3 player, put a whole load more on, and that will be the next load that I'll listen to. What else we got? Which artist influenced you the most? So artist mana yang paling that's a long word, memengaruhi anda. So which artist influenced you the most? Difficult one. So artists that influenced me the most growing up, getting into music, you've got people like Def Leppard, Metallica. They would be the bands that influenced me to start playing. Aerosmith as well, AC/DC. It's the kind of the classic big bands that you would associate. They're not really bands that I listen to anymore. AC/DC occasionally, but that's about all I tend to kind of go over. So yeah, it's one of those ones. I think they influenced me as far as playing style, probably Metallica and James Hetfield, but mainly for that kind of down picking chugging. So right, the next question, I'm going to put that to the end because I think that should wait. Is Alec Bartar the greatest guitar player in the world? I don't think you should get the answer to that one right now. So you're going to have that at the end. I'll come back to that one. Let's do the next one. What is your approach to writing a song? So let's have a look. Apa pendekatan Anda untuk menulis lagu? Okay. Apa pendekatan Anda untuk menulis lagu? Okay. What is my approach to writing a song? Writing a song is I've gone the approach of I don't sit down with the intention of writing. I find if you sit down with the intention, like a time scale of trying to write a song, you won't do it. You might get some ideas unless you've got some riffs, etc. I find the easiest way to write a song is picking a guitar up and playing until you get a rough idea of a riff or an idea, and then you sort of put that down, and then you might get a drum tempo that goes with it, or you might have a drum tempo in mind. It starts with a very small inclination of an idea, and then you build on it. And then I start adding to it. As soon as I get to a point where I either feel that the song doesn't sound right or I'm struggling to make any headway, I stop, save it, leave it. I have hundreds of songs on the computer where they're all kind of in half-finished states where I've not finished them because I got to a brick wall where I couldn't move it any further forward. But I don't like to force it. I think it should come organically. Nikos, you asked, do you have record any albums and songs? Yes, I do. So officially we have on Bandcamp, which is in the details in the description of the videos, you've got the Nothing Gained albums, which is Nascent and Hollow Rhetoric. They were 2008 and 2012, which I did those albums. I do put up new videos of what I work on. So there's always my music that keeps coming out. So I've always posted stuff on the channel as well. So I'm always working on different things. So it's always you'll always find something out there. Right, let's have a look at what other stuff we have going on before we go back to the questions. So let's have a look at. Let's do Writing Inside. So Writing Inside used to be our big opener from 2008 onwards. This was back in 2007, Loaded Dog.
I'm going to dedicate our next song to Paul, because this is his favourite. It's his favourite one. And it's titled Writing Inside.
God, we played it slow in this video. We used to really play this fast. So this is not our regular bass player. This is a guy called Oz who was helping us out as Paul was unfortunately unable to work, play the bass for a while due to work. Okay, let's not put that one. You can't hear it. It's just like noise. Let's see. I did have Writing Inside. I'm sure we did a Writing Inside video. That was cool, actually. Yeah, let's pull the Writing Inside video up so you can see that one. I used to really love playing this one live. It was cool.
How can you be alive when you're? How can you be alive when you're? How can you be alive when you're? How can you be alive? How can you be alive when you're running inside? How can you be alive when your soul is dying? Can you walk away when they ask you to stay? You're not the one. I'll be the end you can need. I'll be the one to make you bleed. I'll be there to your cruising line. I'll be the one that
Had a really odd kick pattern. Legs always felt like they were about to fall off by the end of the song. This was played at a big stage. This was called the Clapham Junction. Clapham Grand. Great thing. I always loved this bit in the song because it gave me the chance to have a breather. We'll do some more questions after this video, alright? This was also that era where I was just basically just messing around with video edit, using every effect imaginable.
How can you feel alive when you're? How can you feel alive when you're? How can you feel alive when you're? How can you feel alive? How can you feel alive when you're running inside? How can you be alright when you're so ready to die? Can you walk away when they ask you to say you're not the one?
Always a good one for a mosh pit, this one. So there you go. That is Rotting Inside. Good track actually off Nascent. There was about 5 songs off of Nascent that we used to love, and then there was a lot of album junk that it was last minute sort of stuff. So okay, next question. What is your approach to doing collaborations? Let's see if I can pronounce this in Indonesian. Apa pendekatan Anda untuk melakukan kolaborasi? So I tend not to listen to the original version, so I'll listen to, let's say it's an Alip Ba Ta song, I will listen to what he's done and then just think about how musically I hear it, and then I'll basically record that. So sometimes I'll hear it in my own way, like I did with the Dangdut sort of stuff. Then there'll be other times where I want to do something quite close, so I might listen to like Another Day by Dream Theater. So on that one I went and listened to it and kind of came up with, tried to play it quite close to the cover. And then there'll be other times with things like Bentos, or Bento, sorry, with I One Falls. With Bento I wanted to do my own thing, like the Metallica kind of collaboration. So things like that, I will do slightly different things, but that's my kind of thought process. So when I go into a collaboration thing, I'll try to think about how best to do it. That's basically my thought process. How is the learning Indonesian going? So let's say, bagaimana pembelajaran bahasa Indonesia berlangsung? So berlangsung is language going, I think, or is it? Or learning, yeah. So Indonesia berlangsung. Not very well, if that doesn't sum it up for you. I haven't done much since then. Unfortunately, at this time of year, I am really busy working 6-day weeks. So like today, this is my one day where I've kind of written the whole day off to do stuff on the channel. And then I've got basically working. So when I finish work in the evening, I'm very tired. I don't really feel like doing reactions or doing learning. I just want to kind of just chill out, have a bath, just have some food and relax. So I don't tend to do much else, which is why I haven't done much with it. But it is on my plan to do more in the future. So I haven't forgotten about it, and I will do some more Indonesian. Let's do one more question and we'll go check out some more music. Do you plan to come to Indonesia and play? So apakah Anda berencana untuk datang ke Indonesia dan bermain? I would love to come to Indonesia and play. It'd be cool. I think if Alip Ba Ta and a load of the different people like Jess, Swalix, Ellis, myself, the violin guy, I can't remember your name, sorry, the samurai Kid. If we all went out there and we just kind of worked out on some collaborations and did a live performance, that would be awesome. Whether or not that will ever happen, who knows? But I would love to do it, and maybe one day I will at least get it. Once I learn to speak Indonesian, I hopefully intend to really, hopefully at some point I'll be able to get up there. Okay, let's check out something else. What else have we got on the pad? Okay, so let's pull off something else from... this is off of Nascent. It's the first album again. And it's a song called Undergod. Quite popular. Hopefully this video is not going to get blocked because of the use of this little video, but if it does, I'll have to edit it out. There's Lee Hardcastle, does some really cool clay animation stuff. So this and Rotten Inside, I never played them back to back because I was always too tired between them, so I'd always try and put a song called Revolution in between. Might put Revolution on a bit. It's a very brutal video by Lee Hardcastle. Okay, so that was Undergod, which was off the first album, which we really loved. Rutschmat, you've asked about the collaborations I do with, I believe it's Alec Barta you're talking about, yeah? Although in the translation it comes up as brick masonry for some reason. Again, what I'm trying to do with those, I'm sure there's a couple of questions coming up about that people have asked me. Which I'll cover off in a second. But yes, I am constantly working on something new to do with the collaborations. So let's go back to the questions. What's your favourite song you react to in 2020? So in Indonesian, that is apa lagu favourite Anda yang membuat Anda berisi di tahun 2020. I don't specifically think of any one particular song. I could say band-wise, there's either going to be the Birthday Massacre or Beast in Black would probably be the two that kind of stand out for me as bands that I kind of came across in 2020 that really stood out. In there as well, probably Motion Device would be the other band. So there's three kind of bands that really stood out for me as far as I really like their material. So they're very cool. Next question. How many guitars do I own? So Berapa banyak gitar yang Anda miliki? Okay. So for that point of view, I have probably about 30. Which is a lot, I would say. I would definitely say that is a lot. I think it's... I have got rid of a few and I've added... So basically I sold off some guitars and then I built some new ones. But I haven't added anything new in about 6 months. So that's a good news. So Roshamat, thank you very much. I am trying my best to learn Indonesian. I know I will be able to do it and I will do my best to try to get back to it whenever I can. Next question. What do you think of Indonesian music? So, let's see if I can do it. Apa pendapatmu? Apa pendapatmu tentang music Indonesia? Okay. So, what do you think of Indonesian music? From what I've heard, it's very cool. It's very interesting that when I hear a genre of Indonesian music come out, it always feels like it's about a couple of years behind, so what we'd say Western music, so the English music, or Americanized music. So when we talk about bands like Butterfingers, and we talk about when they came out with their grunge element, and then you hear the grunge element, it came out about 2-3 years after it was kind of out in other countries. Now I don't know if that's just a case of natural progression or if it's a case of being influenced. So I honestly don't know, but from what I've heard, it's good. I like sort of the natural styles like Dangdut, very cool. I like that. I'm also getting into other music apart from Indonesian, so I think bands like Bloodywood really open up, and like bands like The Who, they open up borders for other people to experience other cultures' sort of musical heritage. So I think that's very cool. It's more Westerners are getting into other countries' music styles. Okay, how many instruments do you play? So berapa banyak instrumen yang kamu mainkan? No, it doesn't sound mainkan. Okay, let's try that one. Mainkan. So berapa banyak instrumen yang kamu mainkan? So how many instruments do you play? I don't play any of them particularly well. There's probably bass, guitar, drums, give a go at vocals, trying a bit of harmonica. So 3 or 4, but I'd like to learn more, definitely. Last question before we move on. Did you have formal music training? So, apakah Anda memiliki pelatihan music formal? No. Like most people, I kind of just picked up instruments and started to learn by ear, used guitar tablature. Drums, I just kind of played and learned as did practicing. I'm very out of practice on drums. I would probably have to get a good few weeks, months of constant playing to get back to where I used to be. But it's a fun thing to learn, and if I had the space and the time, I probably would go back and start to put a bit more effort into my playing. And I still want to learn more. I always like to learn things like I'd like to learn a brass instrument, like saxophone or something like that. I'd love to learn like a string instrument like a cello. Would be kind of cool to do as well. Right, what else we got on the musical agenda today? Let's do Dollhouse. Okay, this is off 2012. This is off Hollow Rhetoric. Okay, Judicus, I'll make a note of your request. No problem. Hi, Addy. Singing Alec Latar. I'd love to see Alec Latar do some more singing. I think this was back in 2013, maybe. This was fun. We were supporting Sarah Jessica Bell or something like that. Fun gig to play. We were like second band on or first band on. I think we were the opening band. Again, another hard, fast track for us to play. Try to keep it very open, kind of cool, a little bit commercial. There's kind of three main tempo changes. Anyone who's a Pantera fan will know this bit. So this was very much our tribute to Pantera, and it's actually on the album as well. Just in the middle of the song, just thought we'd just drop in a bit of Domination. There you go. So that was a bit of nothing gained again. So there's lots of songs we did, lots of little videos. Some of them are online, some are not. Okay, next question. What advice would you give someone starting their own YouTube channel? So let's see if I can do this in Indonesian. Saran apa yang akan Anda berikan kepada seseorang yang memulai saluran YouTube mereka sendiri? Something like that. Okay, my advice to starting a YouTube channel is know why you want to do a YouTube channel. If it's because you want to get loads and loads of subscribers, great, but have a plan of how you're going to do that. Make sure you know what your channel's about. And once you've worked it out, stick to that vision, stick to that plan. I always said that my YouTube channel was always going to be about being honest. And the reason I started doing my YouTube channel was purely because I'd watched a lot of reaction videos and I'd watched a lot of reaction channels. And this is covering another question that I know comes up in a minute. But I felt that everyone seemed to be overly surprised all the time. Everyone seemed to be falling out their chairs and like off, just so theatrical. And all I wanted was someone to give an honest opinion about music and share what they genuinely thought. So I thought I could do that. And so that's why I started. And I took forever to get to 100 subscribers. Took a long time to get to 1,000 subscribers. So it takes time to build up your channel. And basically, once you've decided what you're going to do, post regular videos. Don't do random videos. Don't do a daily video if you can. And don't be scared if you don't get views. Just keep doing your videos. Make sure you're tagging it. Post it wherever you can, and take feedback. My early videos had lots of pausing. I had lots of talking over the top, and I listened to the feedback from people, and I made those changes. Some feedback I listen to, and I decide whether or not I'm going to react or on that feedback and do something different, or I might just take it on board and take it on and think about it maybe. But that's the only advice I'd say, is start it and make sure you're doing it for the right reason. If you're trying to do it to make money, you need to have a really clear plan to do it for a financial reason. I don't really make money on this channel. I make around about £50, which would work out about $65, something like that, a month off of it. So, and I do 30 odd videos every single month, collaboration videos, and that's with the history of over 2,000 videos, and I make about $50 off that a month, $65 a month roughly. So yes, you're not going to do it for making money, not especially on reaction videos. You don't make money on reaction videos because they're the artist, the people that made the music. So every time I do a video on like Motion Device or Alec Bartar, so when I do a reaction to Alec Bartar, your views give him money, so that's good. So every time you check out every single reactor that's doing a video on Alec Bartar is getting the money, not the reactor. Which is why us reactors are always asking for Patreons and donations, etc., because we don't make money off of YouTube channels. So there you go. Question I had was, what instrument are you going to learn next? The instrument Apayang, Akan, and Pelajari Salanjutnya. Jutnya, yeah, Salanjutnya. What instrument am I going to learn next? I honestly don't know. I think I might get a banjo. Banjo might be the one to go for next. Something different. There you go. Next question. Why do you wear black all the time? It's brown. It's not black, brown. There you go. I have a lot of black t-shirts, so I do wear black quite a lot, but I do have other colours. It's just the fact that I have a lot of clothes that just sit in cupboards or in drawers and stuff like that, and the same t-shirts get washed quite a lot, so that's why. What else do we have here? Okay, let's do this one. What's with the scary skulls and zombies in the room? So ada apa dengan tengkorak dan zombie menakutkan di kamar anda. I like them. Simple as that. I've collected them over the years. I've been given them as gifts. Let's have a look. So we've got... So I get like these little ones like here, like see no evil, hear no evil. Little ones. I think this was from my wife. I just like them. I think they're interesting pieces, so I feel comfortable around them. So simple as that. Yeah, just I feel comfortable around it. Let's do one more. Why do you do a video every day, and how come you're always wearing the same clothes? So let's see. Mengapa anda membuat video setiap hari dan mengapa anda selalu menggunakan pakaian yang sama? Okay. Wow, that was difficult, that one. It's because I record a lot of videos one after the other. So like today, I've done 18 videos, one after the other. It makes it easier for me to edit. And it means what I can do is I can load them up onto YouTube and set forward dates and schedule the videos in advance. So, and then I can focus on my work, my jobs, etc., and not have to keep planning a video each day. I'll just video 18, 19, so I'll do like 20 days worth of videos, and then over 2 or 3 days I'll edit them all down and upload them all, and then I can focus on my job and other things, and then I'll, about 3 weeks later or whatever, I'll video a load more. Let's do one more. Why don't you pause and break down? Why don't you pause videos and break down the song? So Mangapa anda tidak menjida video dan menggunakan lagunya. I used to pause, and a lot of reactors do the pausing. And I just decided that I used to do it and people didn't like it, so I just stopped doing the pausing. I think I generally got the feedback that people just wanted to watch someone watching the song and enjoying the song, and that's what I'm trying to do. So I just want to try and keep it as simple as that. Okay, before we get to the next question, what else we got on the video front? Okay, so this is a song that came off, never got released. It's effectively called track 29, but I can't remember what we ended up calling it. But it was basically part of what I call the zombie apocalypse. It's hard between algorithm and versus monetize. Yeah, I know. Actually, let's come back to that one, because that was actually off of that was the third album we did, or the third song we did off of that. I'm just trying to see if I could actually find the original one we did for that. Track 48. That's really old. We did basically 3 songs. So we did. I'm just gonna see if I can find the original one. It might be on here. So for those that are looking for Nothing Gained stuff, so if you go to the Nothing Gained YouTube channel, you'll find a load in here. So yes, so Save My Soul. Let's put Save My Soul on. So Save My Soul was a song we wrote just before the band broke up. So I did a video for the song All My Pain a few days ago, which was a breakdown. Okay, am I back? Am I back, people? Let me know. Okay, so let me know in the comments below, did we get back? Because at the moment, I feel like I'm going stir crazy for the last 10 minutes of running around like a crazy person. Okay, I think I'm back. Am I back? Yay! Okay, where was I? I don't even know. I've just spent like what feels like 10 minutes running around threatening to kill everyone in my household if I can't get the internet right. Okay, we were talking about Nothing Gained and one of the last sort of songs. We did this song called Save My Soul, Zombie Apocalypse. Let's check this one out while I take a breather. Yeah, let's do it.
We request that everybody stays calm at the current moment.
This life that's inside of me saves my soul. This life that's inside, I just can't see. You're out on one night, leave me alone. Oh, watch out, escape. This battle inside is so unchanging. You're busting me, twisting me into this night. It's not just me, right inside of you. This war of loss, right inside of you. It's not just me, right inside of you. This war of loss. Won't come, it won't run.
So this song was going to be on our third album, if we ever did the third album, and we were going for a heavier sound vocally. Yes, those characters are meant to be us in the animation. You never work out how to get the animations to like bite each other, which is what I was trying. Finally got everything connected again. Not sure what, but I'm back anyway now. There you go, that was Zombie Apocalypse Part 1, called Save My Soul, which is always cool. Right, so where were we? We were on the question stage, weren't we? Let's get back to the questions before I lose everything on here. So I had the question of Baby Metal or Band-Maid. So Baby Metal Ateu. So Baby Metal Ateu, Band-Maid. For me, Band-Maid. Band-Maid, yeah. I think Band-Maid are great. Love their instrumentation. Love the fact that each person has an individuality. I'm not taking anything away from Baby Metal. I like Baby Metal, but I prefer Band-Maid over two. Not to say that I think one's better than the other, but basically I do think Band-Maid is better than Baby Metal. There you go. Why haven't you done any more The Warning videos? So Mengapa Anda Tidak Melakukan Lagi Video Peringatan. Mainly because I didn't know they'd put anything new out. I'm happy to do The Warning videos. I haven't actively looked to do any because I haven't seen anything come up or had any requests to check out any new music by them. But as soon as The Warning release anything new, I will definitely check it out. Okay, next question I had was, why are you doing so many Indonesian related videos? Where are the Nightwish reactions or Sabaton? Okay, so kenapa banyak Bengiat bikin video yang berhubungan dengan Indonesia, di mana reaksi Nightwish Ateu Sabaton. I thought I'd done a lot of Sabaton, and Nightwish haven't done anything new that I haven't heard, so there's no point me reacting to something that I've already heard. Reason behind that one, I have got a Sabaton on my pad to do at some point in the future, but right now it's not on the plan, not for a while at least. And the reason I do more for Indonesia is my subscriber base. So the bulk of my subscribers are from the Indonesia area, so why wouldn't I check more of them out? If I get lots more viewers coming from North America and checking out the American bands and Nightwish bands and stuff like that, I'll go check that out. Definitely. I'll check more of those out as well. But if I'm doing Nightwish videos and Sabaton videos and getting 100 views, and I'm getting 10,000 views off of an Indonesian song, I will obviously focus on the ones that are obviously getting more popular views. Simple as that. Okay, let's do another question. Why do some of your videos say honest reaction and some don't? So, mengapa beberapa video Anda mengatakan reaksi jujur dan beberapa tidak? A lot of them were old videos, so I uploaded a lot of old videos from the old channel which were called Honest Reaction, and that was because I felt that a lot of other reaction channels were not being honest in their reaction. They were doing things for certain reasons, and I just wanted to be something different. However, I don't see me needing to do that anymore, so I don't do honest reactions. Although I do honest reactions, but I don't need to see the point of having to say that. Let's do another one. What's your thoughts on reaction channels in general? Okay, so apa pendapat Anda tentang saluran reaksi secara umum? Okay, I'm not sure on that one. I'm not too sure on reaction channels. I say it as a reaction channel. I think it's a weird one to sort of have that question, but there are certain reaction channels I like, but I do find it odd when reactors are always so surprised. They're always, this is the best, this is amazing, and they do it because they want to appease the audience. They want to... You have to think of reactors in some cases as entertainers. Oh, hey the seer, how you doing, man? Reactors are basically there trying to keep you entertained. I'm not that kind of reactor. I'm just trying. That's why I try and keep my videos shorter now, like 6-7 minutes. So we do a very quick introduction. I share my thoughts at the end, and we just want to watch the video. So you're just watching the video with me, and I'm just saying at the end exactly what I think. But a lot of other reactors are trying to do that whole kind of play on it. There's a lot of them that double up with two people in the reaction video, and they're all kind of like, yeah, how you doing, boys? Welcome to another reaction. We're checking out, and they're really over the top. And then they play the song, and they start listening to it, and they're like, oh man, that's wicked. And they're just too over the top. And I don't like that, so I don't watch reaction channels anymore. Mainly because I don't want to be kind of, I guess, put into my mindset. Because I do see reaction videos and they'll get 100,000 views and they're just watching a video and being over the top. And I don't understand why they're getting that many views for a reaction video. That's all. I find it odd that I get more views for a reaction than I do a collaboration. When a collaboration is original, it's doing something newer than just watching me watch someone do something. It's really odd. But that's my kind of thoughts in general on a reaction channel. Okay, so this came in. What if you someday make a collaboration if it's written and played by Blink-182? So I think the question here was, what if I did a Blink-182 collaboration or a song in the style of Blink-182 or a song that was Blink-182 done by someone else? I'd be up for that. I'm always thinking about collaborations and different ones to do. Let's have a look. Okay, so this came in as well. So the person had just checked out if I'd ever reacted to Josephine Alexandra and Faya Sam. The question was, why was that only once? Was it the first time? And then will I ever react again? Was their guitar playing not good enough? No, their guitar playing was good. So in all honesty, I have a lot of videos to do. So obviously I do Alec Bartar. When he drops a new video, I'll do his. Felix has dropped many videos since I last did one of his. But I'm only going to do a video if I really feel like I want to, because I have so many other people that have requested videos that I want to work through them. So where people on these live streams put a video request in, I want to make sure I get to them. Josephine Alexandra, I have had another request and it is on the list to do. I haven't had anything more for a request for Thea San, but I'm sure I will check him out again at some point in the future. So it's nothing personal. It was just too many other videos to do. Okay, here comes one. How comes you don't get more excited or into the songs when you react? You just seem to stare at the screen. Okay, so to answer that one, it's very simple. When you listen to music, do you sit there and go, yeah, man, this is amazing, like that? Do you do that when you listen to music? I'd be surprised if you do. I think you probably nod your head. You get into it. You might sing along a little bit. I react the same way as I do when I listen to music. I don't do anything special above and beyond. So this is where I talked again about reaction channels and why they do the things they do. So they're doing it for entertainment value. So they are doing a performance to you on the channel because they want to give you something to visually see. The reason I don't pause or talk over the video is you want to watch the video, you like the song. I want to watch the video, listen to the song, and try to get into my head what's going on. And if the music gets to me, I'll start getting into it. But generally, if I'm staring at the screen, it's because I might be staring off into space, not necessarily at the screen, and just thinking about the song. Because at the end of the video, I've still got to give you some commentary or some feedback on it, as I am not pausing. So I have to try in my head think about certain elements. And that's why I do what I do. I could do that over the top piece, but that's what a lot of other reaction channels do. So there's plenty of other channels that will do that style of reaction. And they do what they do well. It's just not my style of reaction. That's it. Question. How much do you earn from your channel as you get loads of views for your vids? Not a lot. I've covered that over already in the so I make on average about $65 a month out of all of my videos in total. The bulk of my videos are all copyright claimed by the original artist. I make a little bit of money off of some of the collaborations. So like if that video I did of Bento, if played by Metallica, that one is shared. So the vocal element of that is the monetary. I think it's like a 50-50 share with me and I1 Files. So he takes half the money, I take the other half. Most Alip Ba Ta ones, the money goes to Alip. Some it's split. So in general, like I've just had Vanny Vabiola and a couple of the collaboration videos, they've copyright claimed those. So the money from those videos from advertising goes to Vanny, not me, which is fine. But that's why you'll see reactors talk about Patreons and other things, because obviously taking time out to do these, I think everyone would like to be able to earn money so they can focus on content rather than doing it off the cuff. So like today is Easter Sunday, I'm at home and I'm spending the whole day doing videos. That way, that's my kind of month's worth of videos there and done, and I might just add a few bits throughout the month. But that's, yeah, you don't earn a lot because you're doing copyrighted material. If you do other stuff, original content, you can earn a lot more, basically, if you work on your own stuff. And I think that's why everyone's trying to build up their own viewer base. Okay, I'm losing my voice now. How are we doing? What do you plan to do when you hit 100,000 subscribers? Well, celebrate somehow. I'm not sure. Maybe we'll do something on the channel. If anyone's got suggestions of what we should do, apart from putting the plaque up when I get one, I'm sure I will do some sort of maybe we'll do a big large collaboration piece or something. We'll do a big video or 100,000 subscriber video or something like that. I don't know. I haven't thought about it, but of course the next one after that is everyone aims for their 1 million subscribers. So you never finish. You're always trying to build your subscriber base, and I'll continue to do that. What we got? I've got 5 more questions. So before we get to those, let's see if we've got any more videos that I wanted to do. I'm sure there's one on here. Right, this is a song called Say What You Like. I love this song. It was different to everything else we did. And this is basically shot from rehearsal footage. We're doing it like drum and bass style. Hey, the Seer. Yeah, it was an interesting track for us. I remember writing it, it was weird. Very different to the rest of the album. Real switch in styles as we go through it. Kind of like a little pitch shifter drum and bass thing with death metal suddenly. Hailstorm, okay, yeah, I'll go with that. I'll take it anyway. Should we have one more? Let's do one more video just before I do the last of the questions today. Should we have a ballad or let's do Revolution. This is cool. I like this. This is one of our favourite ones off of 2008's Descent. So after this, I'm going to answer the final questions, including the question that you've all been asking me about Alec Bartar. So we'll kind of that at the end. So this video was live footage used from the Clapham Grand in London.
Wondering where you've been.
This was always a good crowd pleaser.
Did I make a mistake? Have we gone too far? Mama makes believe things I cannot see. So if I push your patience, will you stand by me? It's harder every day when you've lost your way. So why is my
Wait for the build up.
access denied? Gonna run away. You're just too weak to stay. I can't be your everything. Go on and find yourself. Your one hurt someone else.
This was great because I always got to walk off stage until this point.
Things haven't got much clearer. I am messing with my head. Between all the shit, still make no sense. So it's all you wanted. Then why have we gone and lost it?
I don't know why I did this in video edits where I just put loads of multi-screen stuff. I don't know why. And back then I thought it was cool.
Waste your time. That's and well my mind treat others now. You treat yourself. Go on and run away. You're just too weak to say I can't be your everything. Go on and find yourself. Go on and
This song ended up being in our set for years. Could never drop it. Unless we were playing on a death metal bill. If you had death metal bands, you just had to drop this. There you go. Revolution, as the song was called. Off Nascent. So if you want the album, you can download it. It's in digital form on Bandcamp if you just want to download songs. Okay, what was the question there? So, Dinikos, are you a composer too? I wouldn't call myself a composer, but I do write songs. So that particular song, Revolution, that came together from me and Andy, who's the main guitarist, just jamming. And he started playing that one. And we just kind of just launched into it. And we kind of put it together. So the way that the songs came out... about 50% of each album was written by me, 50% by Andy as far as music. And then Emma wrote all her own vocals. That's just kind of how it all kind of put together. So yeah, I kind of wrote songs and and me and Andy kind of then worked them together. Yeah, I agree about the reverb. Emma liked reverb on her vocals. We kind of, by the time we got to the second album, because that was off the first album, we pulled her reverb back on her so that she didn't use it as much. Okay, so 5 questions left to answer. So I'm going to cover those 5 questions off. So, what has been your favourite collaboration to do so far? So, apa kolaborasi favourite anda sejauh ini? My favourite one to do has been the Alip Ba Ta one with the Mr. Big one, To Be With You. And the reason that was my favourite one to do is I had friends as well, so it wasn't just me and Alip, or me and Felix and Alip. It was, so we had Sammy, Mark, so we had, basically there was a whole load of us doing it, so there was more than just me, and that's why I really loved doing that one, so that was cool. But I have enjoyed doing them. I was surprised the other day by how many collaboration videos I've done. I didn't realise I'd done that many. Okay, what collaborations are you currently working on? So, kolaborasi apa yang sedang Anda kerjakan? Kenjan or Kengan. I am, or Kanjan? No, Kanjan. Sorry. So Kanjan or Kanjun. I am working on that one at the moment. I'm trying to come up with something different for it. So obviously I'm going with the metal style, and I've just got to work that one out. And I'm messing with the structure a little bit, so I'm working on that. I'm also looking at a couple of Felix I1 versions of songs as well. So there's a couple that I'm working on for collaborations. Okay. Next question. How comes you don't post videos on the Musicians React channel anymore? So, kenapa Anda tidak lagi memposting video di Musician Reacts channel? Lack of time. I only have enough time to do videos for one channel at the moment, so I'm leaving the Musician Reacts channel up there, with the idea that it's always there for me to add some stuff to at a later date. But at the moment, I don't really have the time to do a set of videos for both channels. I may go back to it, but I also wanted that channel to be a lot more in depth, and I just physically don't have the time. So maybe when things slow down, I might do some more on that. Okay, next question. 2 to go. When are you going to collab with Jess Ellis and Swalix? So, kapan Anda akan berkolaborasi dengan Jess Ellis dan Swalix? Funny you should say that. It has been something that Jess and Swalix and I have talked about. A few emails back and forth about that one. So some point in the future, I'm sure we will do something. The thing is with that current setup of Jess Ellis and Swalix, they've already got vocals, guitar, bass and drums kind of covered, so I'm not sure where I would sit in with that. I have suggested if we do a collaboration that Swalix should do drums. I'm happy to do maybe some guitar bits, maybe me and Jess can do some vocal bits. I don't know how this is going to sit, but I think Ellis is better on bass and Swalix is better on drums than I am, so I think they should do that in a collaboration. But if you guys want it, please mention it to them as well, and I'm sure we will come up with something in the future, because it would be cool to do a big collaboration with all of us. Okay, last question. I've put this last because it's the one that people have asked the most, so I thought you should all have to wait for that. Is Alip Ba Ta the greatest fingerstyle guitar player in the world? So, apakah Alip Ba Ta pemain gitar gaya jari terhebat di dunia? That's subjective. It is completely a subjective question. And I get why people are saying this, because I get a lot of reaction videos that I've seen where people talk about him being the greatest fingerstyle guitar player. You can have your own personal favourite. If you're talking about the greatest, you have to have some way of measuring it. You can't just say it and then leave it out there. You can ask me if he's my favourite, but to qualify someone as the greatest fingerstyle, you then have to kind of go, well, is it down to technique? Is it down to emotional playing? If it's talking about the greatest, you're talking about someone who can play the greatest amount of variety, styles, techniques, etc. So if I was to answer you that one, he's not the greatest, but he's up there in the top 10 for me. I would say the greatest one I've seen for technical style would be Luca Strickoglia. Is that how you pronounce it? Strickoglia, sorry. I made a few notes about this one, so I wanted to make sure I was clear on it. So yeah, Luca Strickoglia. And if you watch he's got a lot of stuff going on. He does a lot of different things to what Alep does. I think Alep does a very good emotional connection, so he plays with a lot of emotion. Other people that I've checked out, so Alexander Misko is a very technical player. Not so much the emotional player though. He plays very well technically. Anwar Amzar's got a cool technique and a cool flow to himself. Josephine Alexandra's got a great technique as well. Tobias Rusha, Justin Johnson, Thea San. There are some really good fingerstyle guitar players out there. That was just a few that I'm aware of. So I would say, yeah, Alep Ba Ta, of course, is in my top 10. I think he makes it look so effortless, and he puts a lot of emotion in, which not all of them do. But from pure technical ability, I would say Luca Strickoglia is probably the one I would say is the greatest fingerstyle player I've seen as far as technical ability. I would like, as I said, I think I put my last video I did on Alep Ba Ta, I talked about wanting to see him do more different styles. So he plays in a very, I think it's quite cool. He slows things down. He gets that emotional connection. I'd like to see him bring it up. I'd like him to funky things up a little bit. I'd like to hear some of his vocal techniques coming through, because he can sing. So it'd be cool to see him do some other stuff vocally, and really just kind of push himself to see what else he can do, because he's got the ability in there, and I think it would be good to see him stretch, because a lot of the others have done. Now, Luca Strickoglia, I'm going to do some videos on him as well, because I don't think I've done anything on him yet. Not that I can remember, but we'll wait and see. So that's it for the questions. Have we got anything else? I just saw one there that just came through. How many instruments are you able to play? Guitar, bass, drums. That's about it. And varying levels of ability. So yeah, not the greatest on any of them, but enough to kind of get me through. So and the thing is, with the bass, it's more a case of, I'm not really a bass player. I play bass the way I play a guitar, and there is a complete difference between being a bass player and a guitarist playing bass. I like the theory of bass, but bass has a completely different mindset. So I tend to play bass the way that I would play guitar, and use it as kind of a filler, whilst trying to keep with the drums and the tempo from that point of view. So that's about it. No more videos. I've been on here long enough, keeping you all busy for the last, almost hour and 40 minutes, not including the dropout. So if there's no more other questions from anyone today, I do thank you everyone who's popped by to say hello. If you want to leave new questions or reaction requests in the comments, please do, and I will definitely pick those ones up. I'll be doing another video in a month's time, we'll be pulling some more questions together. Might do some more stuff about Nothing Gained. I'll be asking you over the next month of what you want to see at next month